So it's down.
Good stuff. Just wait for it to sharpen my thing and then I'll start. Very cool. So, I mean, apologies for the delays, everyone, but welcome to SLR Formula 2 here. We're here for Season 5, the Spanish Grand Prix here. And unfortunately, we have just missed qualifying, but Barlow, do you just want to give us a quick roundup of what you saw from that qualifying session?
I have. So obviously I've seen a little bit of the qualifying session. So SLR was very close all the way through sector 1 and sector 2. SLR Darnell has picked it by nearly 3/10 with a 26-1. And your leader of the championship at the moment, SLR Crispy, it's not even SLR Crispy, it's actually Crispy to 2001. He's actually again invalidated his qualifying lap, so he starts on the back row for a second week running. But in the sprint race last week, he did do the impossible. He was on the back row and finished first. So can he do the impossible once again this week? So
it will be a really, really tall order, but who knows? He may well be able to do it. He is, as
yeah.
I believe, the championship leader right now, just 1 point ahead of Beast Assassin, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, if I'm not mistaken, that's where it is, because Beast Assassin at the moment has done very, very well. He ended up getting 2 podiums in Bahrain. He got pole in Portugal and also got again a podium in the second sprint race, and he actually got the feature race win. So at the moment, obviously, he has got pole for the feature race, but he is starting 10th in the sprint race as we do reverse the top 10. So on actual pole is SLR Ham, second is Mason Gammon, in third is Mitzi today, who's making an appearance in F2. We have last year's F2 race F2 champion Race Roller in fourth, Division in fifth, SLR Southerners in sixth, SLR Dodger in seventh, SLR Corey, who had a really good qualifying there. He's come off comms this week to actually race. He's in eighth. Will be in third for the feature race. We've got UK Beast Assassin, who again is chasing the leader of the championship at the moment in P9, and SLR Darnell, who is P10, but they will be reversed for the feature race. So yeah, we've got a lot to look forward to in this race already.
Yeah, absolutely, and we see the cars are now just warming up the tyres, currently going through the last sector now. I'm just on board with Ham right now, obviously the pole sits, as you said. Yeah, just going through the motions right now, and as I said, there is a lot to look forward to in this race.
Yeah, we've also got Darnell. Darnell's been doing very, very well. You know, he's gone and grabbed a pole there. He also, last week in Portimao, Portugal, he actually was the only driver to secure 3 podiums in the triple header at Portugal. So he seems to be coming to life with these with the new cars, because these are a different F2 car to last season. We had the F2 2020 cars. We now have the F2 2021 cars for this it's a 13 race calendar. So yeah, he seems to be getting grips with them very, very well. After the first race didn't really go to plan for him, but he still did well. So yeah, he seems to be getting stronger and stronger really within him.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's really, really good for him. And obviously momentum is such a huge thing in leagues like this, so hopefully he can pull it through. But we now go up to 1, then 2, then 3, 4, and now 5 red lights. We're on board with Ham right now. As he gets the race started, he's off the line well. And yeah, he's got a good start. He's kept first. Mason has also had a good start. He's in the slipstream of Ham right now. Can he make a move? Ham goes defensive to the inside, but sticks it on the racing line. Stays in P1. There's also contact at the back between a few of the cars. I think that's Division made contact with someone else. I'm not entirely sure, but Ham gets away cleanly. Contact at the back between P3 and P4, as I said. But apart from that, it seems to be a pretty clean getaway.
Yeah, quite shot. There's been no debris on the track at the moment. I have just stayed on board with the current F2 championship leader, Kid Crispy at the back. He has also made it up to 15th already, so he's doing well. He's keeping his nose clean, because last week he got damage on 2 of the races and finished outside the podiums when he had a lot of pace around Portimao. So I think he's just trying to keep his nose clean at the moment here, to be fair, Andres.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, I'm just on board with Koi right now. He's had a big side-by-side moment with Beast Assassin and with the car next to him right now, who is Darnell. He was up in 8th for a second, but now he's down to 10th. But he had a really big moment as Dodge's just spun. Dodge's lost it on the really difficult left-hander in the last sector. So he's round. He's going to be all the way back in last place.
And
yeah,
Dodge has got a lot of
huge
pace in these F2 cars, as he's shown in the first 2 weeks, that he can do quite well in them, to be fair.
Yeah, he's currently 2 seconds off the back of the grid right now, so let's see just how quickly he can get back up there. As the championship leader right now, Chris, I'm just looking for him right now, he is currently all the way up in P13. He's made up 6 places so far, so yeah, it's been a very solid start for him so far, and the first that you mentioned earlier is well and truly on the cards already.
Yeah, like I say, oh, that's J. Lee Benz. J. Lee Benz coming round turn 3. He just got a little bit too much throttle friendly there and span. I think he's okay. He's back on track, down in 16th position now.
Though.
Yeah, I think he just needs to keep it together, and he should be okay. But like I say, at the moment, Crispy now has moved another position there, so that's 6 places in lap 1 and already a place up in lap 2. He just needs to.
Meanwhile, there's contact as well. Sorry, there's contact between Night Ranger and Xhaka. Yeah, Xhaka forced his way past Night Ranger at the inside of turn 5, and Night Ranger's actually hit the grass as well on the outside, and Xhaka's spun in front of him, so he's regained the position in dramatic fashion there as well. So we've now had 3 spinners so far in this race after only 2 laps.
Yeah, we've got a lot of action going on there at the back. We've not got much going on at the front other than Ham is seeming to pull away a little bit. His check goes very wide. He also lets SLR Charlie and Crispy through at the same time, so that's another position for Crispy. But Charlie's doing very well here against Crispy. He's defending him very well through the whole lap. So very good racing there by both drivers, and good defending.
But gets a bit of an oversteer moment.
Yeah, he gets quite a bit. But I'll be honest, quite impressed with Ham. Ham hasn't shown much pace in the first couple of races, and you know he's 1.2 seconds out in the lead already. As Crispy then now gets another position, he's up into P10. He still needs. Oh, he got very out of shape there.
Still side by side though.
Yeah, he got out of shape. That's the problem. The only problem is to score points within the sprint race, guys. We do need him in the top 8. So at the moment, Crispy is still out of the points, and UK Beast Assassin is in the points. So he still needs to catch, and Corey is 2.5 seconds in front. So he's got a lot to do as yet, and bearing in mind for the featured race, he will start back down in 19th place. So he will gain nothing, and that's the only issue with the qualifying system this season. Is if you qualify bad, it punishes you for not just 1 race but 2 races. So
absolutely.
He's going to have to bring it all the way, especially with UK Beast Assassin starting on the front row. So he's got a lot, and really he's got a hell of a lot to do.
That is very true. You also did mention there that only the top 8 here get points. Crispy, as you said, right now the championship leader is not in the points, but with the pace he's showing right now, it looks like he'll be up there very quickly. He just pulled an absolutely excellent move on Charlie while you were talking as well, going side by side through the whole of the first sector and part of the second sector as well. Really great battling, really clean as well. As you now see Charlie defending from SLR Check behind him. Check's got DRS. Charlie is wheeling all over the track actually. And can he make a move into turn 1? Check thinks about it. He goes for it actually. He does go for it. Charlie holds on to it on the outside, but goes a little bit wide going through turn 2. And will Charlie have Check have a chance going into turn 4 now? He's following him through turn 3, but no, just gets held up a little bit on the outside there. So he's not going to get the move right now, but it looks like that move is on and could come quite soon.
As we have our first pit stopper, we have Owen. I'm guessing he's picked up a little bit of damage of some sort. So he's our first pit stop of the Spanish Grand Prix weekend. As I just haven't noticed at all, but Crispy's gained 1.5 seconds since we last looked to Corey, so he's really put the pace on. And at the moment, it's just an amazing damage train.
We've also got Division and Baseball going side by side right now into, on the exit of the hairpin. Division just stays behind Baseballer there. But yeah, that was just a bit of a moment there. So, oof, and Division gets a huge snap of oversteer through the last sector there. But yeah, just about sticks behind Baseballer for now.
Yeah, again, Charlie doing well defending off Czech there. Bearing in mind, this is Charlie's first season in an F2 car racing, so he's doing very well to defend Czech, who is a couple of divisions above him in the F1. But we've got Crispy coming down now with Corey, down into T1. He goes for the outside. Corey defending the inside very well there. Good racing from the McEwen lads. Steve just can't get it on. When you're behind the car with these F2 cars, very, very hard to stay close.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got DNF right now. SLR Allen has retired. Oh no, he's retired in the pit, sorry.
Yeah, he has retired in the pit.
He's now out of the race.
Unfortunately, that's the last we'll see of Owen. Of Alan, sorry, not Owen.
That's right.
But Ham is getting a nice little advantage there with Mason Gannon in P2. He's Mason Gannon defending well from Mitzi Race Roller Division. He's doing very well there defending. But Crispy, when he gets past, all he's going to do is get himself into a DRS train, and he'll still be out of points. So he's still got work to do to get into points with the terms of the train that he's going to appear into. That's if Corey doesn't pull him into the train, but I'm looking at it coming down the main straight here. It looks like he might just be able to get Corey.
Yeah, it does look like it right now. The DRS is quite powerful here with such a long straight aspect here. So can he make the move here? We're on board him right now.
Oh!
No, he slowed down. He slowed down.
I don't know what happened there.
And I'm not sure.
He kind of stopped.
Yeah, he did basically stop. Oh, that's because there's a safety car. That's why.
Right, that's why
because Xhaka has retired, coming out of the fast right hand in the second sector. So that explains why he slowed down. I thought that maybe his controller disconnected somehow, something like that, but
I've just got so mixed up because if you actually look at it on the minimap, guys, it looks like Owen is leading the race, but he's down in P19. He'll love that statement, by the way, if he watches this back. Owen leading the race. That'd be a great one for him. But right now he is just in front of Ham, unfortunately, who is the race leader. But fair play for him to stick in. You know, he has been struggling in these two cars, but he does stick in and he does turn up to every week. So fair play to him massively.
Absolutely,
But
and there's no
yes,
way
we
he
do
can get
have
any
our-
points or get any results.
If I'm right, saying this is our first safety car of the F2 season.
Oh well, there you go. There you
I
go.
don't
There's an
believe
interesting landmark for
we've
you.
had one before that. If I am wrong, viewers, please correct me, but I don't believe we have had one yet.
Yeah, well, there you go. There you go. I guess that just shows that the standard of racing here in F2 is actually really, really solid, because I believe this is the third round of the season, isn't it?
This is the third round of the season, yes. I'll be honest, it's been shaky, there's been quite a few retirements, but it's also, the game seems to, if you're off track and you're not interfering, it seems to just let you keep going. It's not really bothered if you're off track or not. It just gets rid of the car, doesn't it? Let's be honest. It's realistic in a lot of terms, but it's also quite fake in others.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, it is a great game. You can't
Yeah,
deny
it does
that.
make you want. It does kind of make you want to just throw it in the bin sometimes, but still, we do love it for a reason, don't we?
Yeah, let's be honest, Andrews. That depends how bad we're doing.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Some of you might have seen in McKean Division at Imola a few weeks ago, where I had an absolute shocker, and that was one of the moments where I definitely just wanted to never play this game ever again. But then I was back on the game just a few days later, because of course I was.
See,
And that's just how it is.
with you just saying Imola and you said McEwen, I'll give a shout out to my two-time friend of streaming, Corey, who has been buzzing ever since he did get his win there. So yeah, shout out to him with that one. And he better shout me out next time round for my 2P10s.
Love that for you, mate.
But yeah, yeah, it's one of them. Obviously, like I say, this first safety car we've got. I think these 3 cars behind the full pack. I don't. No, they're giving it full throttle. I thought they was under Delta. I know Owen's definitely under Delta. He's been able to get back up to speed, try and catch the pack. He was nearly a lap down, but yeah, obviously I'm in the deployment on Monday nights, and I'm a little bit off pace at the moment, but
Yeah, but it comes, you know, it just takes time, doesn't it? It just takes time, and that confidence does get there.
yeah, I think Owen's got Delta again. The way he did that, he slowed down very much. But yeah, obviously we're in the F2. I think Mason Gammon's doing an absolute hell of a job here up in P2. He's found a lot of pace within these F2 cars. I remember racing him. I think it was 2 seasons ago now in the F2, and he used to be down the pack with the likes of Memens and Dodgy. But now he seems to be up there. He seems to have found a lot of pace within the F1 game itself. And fair play to him. He's doing a grand job there in P2, keeping in front of the current McEwen. How do you say it? The current McEwen top driver, as well as the F2 champion, last year's champion. So yeah, he's doing quite well.
Yeah, absolutely. He's really doing a good job. And yeah, both those top 2 right now are just kind of doing their own thing, where they've not really been under pressure from anyone. They've just had really strong pace and have just been cruising away from the field mostly. So, I mean, yeah, there's only 5 laps left right now, but from the looks of it, Ham does have a lot of pace here. And so as long as he can get the restart right and not make any mistakes, he should be on for a decent victory here.
Yeah, Ham seems to be controlling it in front. Like I say, he was 2.5 seconds in the lead before the safety car come out, so they were doing very well. And Mason Gammon seemed to be doing a grand job defending Mitzi off as well as Race Roller, so they seem to be quite comfortable here. But it just depends on if they can last. They've still got. But if the safety car coming at the end of this lap, it'll be 4 laps. So yeah.
Yeah, this has been a very long safety car period, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'm surprised it's been this long, but yeah, again, the back of the pack has only just caught up. Jay Leemans, Bennett and Dodgy have only just caught up to the safety car. Obviously, Owen is, he's just coming round the final corner now. I don't know if it'll let him catch up or not, but I don't think he'll be far off by the time it comes in, so...
Yeah, true. I'll give it to Owen though. His helmet design is absolutely brilliant. I can just about see it on the T-cam here, and it looks great. I just wanted to point that out, really. Not really much to it, but just looks great. So fair play, and you've got good taste.
Yeah, he's got a helmet there and a half. Yeah, I've got to admit. I know. If you're doing my comms, have a look at my helmet. Every week it changes.
Good, man. Nice.
I never ever have to.
Bit like Landon Norris then.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Nah, I love that. A bit of character in there. That's never bad. It's never bad.
I'll be honest, it doesn't change Cross League. All I do is the flag of the track I'm racing at, so yeah.
Ah, fair enough. Yeah, it's just a bit unique though, so yeah, that's good. I do like that. I should probably start doing that to be fair. I literally always use the same helmet, the same icon, the same everything, every single race, like, which is just quite boring as well when you think about it, so. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping.
I only did it because you can. It gives you them 3 colours. Oh, we do have the safe car in this lap, and Owen has
there we go.
So
nice. Yeah, that's great. Great for Owen as well.
Yeah, so let's have a look at the safety restart here now. We've got Ham. When's he gonna go? He's gonna leave it right last minute because it's this straight.
Absolutely, yeah.
He's gone.
And he's gone. He's gone.
And Mason Gammon's not far behind, but the only problem is wow, Race Roller's got a hell of a start.
Yeah, there's so much going on right now. So Ham once again takes the racing line through turn 1, but they're side by side between P3 and P4 right now. Mitchell's still in 3rd place.
Whoa. Darnell has just
do we have a spin?
right in front of Crispy. So he spanned right in front of Crispy. There was no contact. He's just got 2 throttle friendly. So Corey's position, and Czech has actually got 2 positions off that restart. He got Charlie and Crispy. So that was hell of racing there through them.
Yeah, that sounded pretty sketchy. I didn't actually get to see that, unfortunately, but that definitely sounded quite intense, let's put it that way. But yeah, we still got Ham in P1. Yeah, and that's so easy to do here. There's so many places where it's so easy to spin at this track. We've just gone through that chicane there, that left-right chicane in the second sector where I've spun countless times, and there's so many other points in this circuit as well. It's so easy to do that. That's really, really unfortunate for him.
Crispy is all over the back of Czech. He wants to get past Czech again because he knows the points is where Corey's at the moment. He's needing points with UKB's Assassin up in 6th. He needs the points more than he could possibly ever imagine right now, but the only problem is the train is so close, it's unbelievable. Corey is all over the
I think Corey's picked
gearbox.
I think Corey's picked up damage. I think Corey hit the back of Sutherland there and just picked up damage. Because I saw a piece of front wing go flying off on the right-hand side there.
Yeah, he has. It's the front left end plate. So he has picked up damage. The front left end plate is no longer attached to Corey's F2 car. With Czech going down the inside, he's going to get a lot, and I mean a hell of a lot of oversteer now coming through these corners, and that just shows that is the grip and the oversteer.
So much.
It's so easy for Crispy and for Czech to get past him on that one corner, turning hard right. This one again, he's going to really struggle now, and he could fall quite far down the pack now with just that little bit of damage. I think he's going to learn now what Crispy were going through last week, because Crispy took damage, and I'll be honest, Crispy made it look quite easy with taking the damage, but when he doesn't have damage, he makes it look even easier.
Yeah, that is true. Meanwhile, Crispy's all over the back of Czech right now. He's actually clipped the wheel of him a couple of times.
Yeah.
Going through the middle sector. He's now side by side on the outside, and the
he can brake so much later.
Straight. He really can. He's got the traction right. That is a fantastic move from him. Absolutely
well, that is now Crispy up into the points position, but he is nearly 2 seconds behind Southerners. So he needs to try and pull away from these fellas, from the guys behind, and try and catch and try and get a few more points if he possibly can, because UKB's Assassin has got past Division and is again up into 5th, so he's getting even more positions. But he's up 11 positions from the start, so...
Absolutely. Meanwhile, we've got Mitzi, hitting Mason on the straight. Mitzi goes into the back of Mason on the straight. Mason just moves slightly left to defend the move from Mitzi, and Mitzi just went into the back of him. I don't know if he's got damage.
He has no
damage.
Yeah,
and he's still going for the move. Can he make a move into turn 4? Will have to be a brave one onto the inside. No, he doesn't. He thinks better of it. But yeah, that was a really, really sketchy moment there. Really close between the two there.
And Crispy has gained
damage there.
Crispy's gained 8 tenths just through 4 turns. So he's on it. He's on it. He is a man on a mission.
Absolutely. He is flying right now. He's got so much pace. This is actually incredible to see. And we've got a yellow flag in sector 2. We've got a spinner. That spinner is dodgy again. Yeah, that is his second spin of the race, unfortunately for him. It's been a race to forget so far for him, but hopefully we'll be able to make it up in the feature race.
Yeah, as long as he can do... I think was he in the top 10? I'm not too sure.
I think he was. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, he was
7th. Because he's P17. Yeah, he was 7th.
So he'll be up there in what, 4th, I believe. So he should do well. Should be able to recover back then.
Absolutely. Just needs to avoid making any more mistakes.
But look at Ham again. Ham has absolutely controlled the front. He's 1.8 seconds away from Mason. So yeah, he's been able to make it look easy. But Mason Gammon again going to get attacking by Mitzi. Mitzi down in for the inside of T1. Mason Gammon just keeping it on the outside of him for the inside of T2. I think this time Mitzi is going to make sure he is getting it round for T3. He has done. So coming into sector 2, he's going to take... Oh no! Ooh, Mason Gammon did look for the inside, but Mitzi just closed it off. So Mitzi now up into P2. Mason Gammon down into P3. Can Mason Gammon just... I think he should be able to keep on for a podium, because I'll be honest, in this race he has deserved one. He's been very, very solid in the whole race so far, other than obviously when the safety car come out. But yeah, it's looking like a like a very good race. We've only really got a couple of people making big moves forward, and we've got a couple of people making big moves down, unfortunately. But like I say, Crispy's not got to do it once; he's got to do it twice. And with SLR,
Absolutely.
I think no, it's UK-based Assassin. Sorry, who was starting on the front row next time round. Yeah, it's not going to be easy for Crispy at all.
Yeah, he's completely up against it. We've got a spinner as well at the back, and that is Bennett who's gone round. But we are coming through to the last lap of the race. Ham takes a convincing victory. Mizzy comes in second place, Mason in third, Racefather follows him up in fourth. They've got UK Beast Assassin, his championship rival Crispy, only down in 8th. So yeah, Beast Assassin now provisionally takes the lead of the championship for now, but there's obviously still the feature race to go. Division is in P6, followed by Southerner, and then already mentioned Christopher, so we've got Jaylee Menz in P9, Corey in P10, getting unfortunate front wing damage, which may well have cost him a few points here in this race so far.
But if he can keep himself out of damage, he is in P3 for the featured race, so he won't be too bad coming into that. But we've just got to wait. If we can try and get your driver of the day, guys, in the comments, that'd be amazing. But can I ask you, Andres, who would your driver of the day be through the sprint race? Who would you pick?
I think I would have to, it's between two people, but I would say Crispy just about takes. The other person I would have said is Ham, because Ham obviously was dominant through the whole race and never looked, his win never looked in doubt. I mean, at the end, after only 3 racing laps after safety car, he'd already pulled over a 2-second gap. But some of the moves that Crispy pulled were absolutely brilliant. And obviously coming from last all the way to P8 is, with a safety car as well that lasted 4 or 5 laps, is no mean feat. So he would be mine. What would you say though?
I'll be honest, seeing as you're going to go Crispy, I am going to go for your other one. I am going to go for Ham, just purely because he's not been able to show his pace through the first 2 races, and he's just shown a hell of a lot of pace in the sprint race. So I am going to go for the race winner with a dominant win. Like say, he picked up 2.5 seconds before the safety car. He's also picked up 2 seconds after the safety car. So yeah, he's impressed me on that one, and fair play. But again, Crispy as always in these F2 cars, very good. But
Yeah,
the only problem is he's got to do it again, and I'll be honest, I do feel sorry for him.
I do as well, because I mean, yeah, the one-shot quali and it is punishing, especially with this format, as you mentioned. I mean, it's really harsh on you. You make one tiny mistake, go like a millimetre wide on one corner, or cut a corner a little bit too much, and that's it. You're starting last for 2 races. So yeah, that is really unfortunate for him. But he's shown just how much pace he has. He was driving like a man possessed through parts of that race. So I don't doubt that he'll come through to the points again. And who knows? Could he get onto the podium again? Who knows?
It'd be well, he's got more laps to do it this time, and there will be a pit stop involved. So there's a lot more to go on with this race.
That is very true. There were just for the purpose of the stream. I mean, you were talking about the battle between Midzi and Mason Gammon right at the end of that race, and my stream, my game decided I just didn't want to change the driver that I was spectating, so I completely missed the whole battle. We only had your comments for that whole thing, so apologies to the rest of the stream for that. But yeah, that's just the F1 game being unpredictable as always.
Yeah, well, I'll be honest. To make it easier for the viewers, it was only through T1, and it was only really through T1 and T2. Mitzi had the move done coming into T3. It was just nice side to side wheel battle, and Mitzi seemed to have the better traction coming around the outside of T2, and yeah, and ended up just taking the position. As we have our first comment within the stream, and Xhaka wants him to be, he says, for the driver of the day, me. So SLR Xhaka chooses himself. I
mean, you got to back yourself, haven't you? You've got
to back yourself. The other problem is this back yourself is also retiring yourself. So, did he retire? I mean, yeah. Did he crash?
One of them.
It was.
Either way, he didn't finish all 13 laps.
So, Xhaka, if you finish the 19 laps on this one, how about this? You could be my driver of the day for that one.
That sounds like a good
That
deal. That
sounds
sounds
like
like
a
a good
good
deal.
idea.
Good
That sounds
motivation
like
for
a
him as
good
well.
plan.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So on
They've
this
just got.
race, before we get going and we do the, we've got hard tires, we've got soft tires, we've got a little bit of a different spread. So at the moment, we've got Darnell, Race Roller, Mason Gammon and Ham looking at starting on the hards in the top 10, but we do have a reverse. We do have the normal qualifying positions, so we do have SLR Darnell starting up on P1 on the front row, also joined with with UK Beast Assassin. In the second row, we have on his first race weekend on the F2 cars, we have SLR Corey, sided in P4 with SLR Dodgy. In the third row, we have SLR Southerners. Next to him in P6, we have Division. On the fourth row of the grid, in seventh place, we have Race Roller, last year's F2 champion. In P8, we have Mitzi. Then on the fifth row, we have in ninth place Mason Gammon. In 10th place, SLR Ham, which was our winner of the sprint race. I'll just take you quickly through the rest of the grid, which is 11th place SLR Czech, 12th Jaylee Menz, 13th SLR Charlie, 14th SLR Bennett, 15th Owen Howell, 16th SLR Marsh, 17th SLR Xhaka, the driver of the day who finishes the 19 laps. 18th position we have Night Ranger, 19th we have Crispy, who's got to do it all over again, and 20th we have SLR Allen. But we do have a bit of a split strategy here. I don't know if you've noticed, Andres, we have 3 of the top 10 starting on the hards. The other 7 are starting on the softs.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I mean, that would be very, very interesting to see how it works out. We've got Charlie in the middle of a whole gaggle of hard people starting on the hard tires. He's the only one from P9 to P15 starting on soft tires. So if he can make up a few positions at the start, then that will help him hugely, or else he'll get backed up really, really badly by those hard tire runners in front of him. And that could really, really harm the race.
He's got the hards, he's got 4 hards in front of him. But to be fair, from P16 to P20th, they've got 5 at the back who are all starting on the softs. So he isn't that far out, to be fair, because Crispy is starting on the soft tyres. But Crispy needs to. And I'm surprised, to be fair. I thought Crispy might start on the hards, but then he's obviously looked at the top runners to see where they are. I'll let you take it off from the front, and I'll just keep an eye on the back for you.
Yeah, sounds good, sounds good. But yeah, we are just waiting now for the 5 red lights to come on. They've now started coming on. We've got 4 and now 5 red lights. And they have gone out. We're now underway for the reach race here at the Spanish Grand Prix in Formula 2. And Darnell gets a good start here. Darnell takes the inside very, very aggressively. We've got a UK Beast Assassin who gets an even better start on his outside now going into turn 1. Darnell breaks late, breaks really late, gets all the way on the apex on the inside, holds on to first place. Really, really good defensive driving there from him. And our UK Beast Assassin is under pressure behind. Yeah, he's under pressure right now, but is he going to stay in P2? He might just about be able to. Yeah, he takes the racing line. There's also battling going on behind him as my stream's broken again. They're side by side going behind between Midzi and Division, I believe.
Oh,
they're going side by side through turn 5.
Somebody off at the back. It's Mason Gammon, and there's also wing coming off. It was Mason Gammon's wing.
Yeah, that is really, really unfortunate. There's 2 cars going slowly back as well. There's Alan and Marsh right now going slowly.
Crispy just nearly got taken out there by SLR Bennett. Bennett closed the door on him, but he stayed on very well there. So he's up into P15 at the moment.
Yeah, there you go. That was a few very, very intense corners by the sounds of things.
Yeah, that was a big moment. He's asking to avoid a lot of cars. He's just goes straight through SLR Charlie there while making up a position with Owen. So he's just gained 3 positions in one corner.
We've also got Jaylee Menz, who has also spun in the 3rd sector there, so he's now down to 19th place. Darnell obviously sets the fastest lap of the race, being the lead car on the end of the first lap. But we've got right now Jaylee Menz now going sorry, not Daily Mains, Crispy going for a move on the inside of Bennett right now into turn 1.
Just a lot more traction around the
right
final
now.
turn, that's all it was, just a hell of a lot more traction.
Yeah, absolutely, and Bennett gives him the position. So Crispy's all the way up into 11th already after just 1 lap from 19th place.
Oh, it's
so
Owen's
once again,
round.
he's on an absolute mission.
Owen's round behind him there.
Owen
Was round, unfortunately. As there's 3 players, there's actually 3 drivers in the pits. We've got Charlie, Alan and Jay Lemons in the pits. They have all took damage.
Yeah, and we've got Midzi right now attacking Division. Division goes defensive into T5. Midzi gets a good exit, but I don't think he'll make a move into the next chicane. That would honestly be a death wish.
Yeah, definitely. As at the top runners at the moment, we do have Dodgy and Southerners gaining a position over Corey. Corey is down by 2 positions, unfortunately there. But we are looking at Crispy here now on check. Is he going to? He's actually going to move done very, very easy. He's taking these softs straight away, and he looks very, very strong on the softs straight off the bat. He's already into the points position now, up 9 places within the space of a lap and a half, a lap and 2 sectors. So he's going very, very strong. But it seems to be, again though, the front runner seems to be pulling away quite easy compared to the runner behind. So
yeah,
I think if you get clear air,
I
think clean air here is the key, I'll be honest.
Absolutely, it definitely does seem that way, because Darnell once again is just flying away, as you mentioned. He's already got a 1.3 second gap to the car behind. As we've nearly got speed there. Midzi goes into the back of Division at turn 1, just outbraced himself really badly. And does he have front wing damage?
He does not.
Quite
no.
sure. It doesn't look like it.
He
no,
does
he doesn't.
not.
But that was really close. Yeah, he hit the back of Division there, and it almost spun off the back of him as well. There was a lot of contact there. So he's very, very lucky to have gone away with that. He's now being attacked by Race Roller behind, but he's on the hard tyres compared to Midzi's soft tyres. So I don't think Race Roller will make a move here. But yeah, that was a very, very heart-in-mouth moment for Midzi right there.
Yeah, we've got Crispy now just looking to hopefully pass the 2 hard runners in front of him. We've got Ham and Race Roller are both on hards, and he's caught them very, very quick, and also pulled away from Check behind him very, very quick. So he's hoping to get past these and hoping to try and attack the lads in front who are on the soft tyres.
Absolutely. I think Crispy actually thought about going for a move there into the hairpin, but thought better of it. But the gaining speed on the braking was just absolutely ridiculous compared to Ham in front of him. And he's all over the back of Ham again going through the last sector. So I reckon that a move, I mean, he's going to surely make the move down the start-finish straight. He actually clips the rear of Ham a little bit, goes through the last chicane. Ham gets it all loose as well.
I don't know if that was loose.
Of the last chicane.
I think that might have just been a little bit of a tap there by Crispy, but Crispy's just got so much more traction on these soft tyres. He gets out of every corner a lot quicker than any of the hard runners I've seen him pass up so far. So yeah, he seems to be doing very, very well on these softs at the moment. Seems to be like the good choice what he's made. I don't know if watching the people on the hards, I don't know if he'll go for the hards, watching how uncontrollable they've been, to be honest.
Yeah, that is very, very true. That is a very good point.
Like Race Roller there, Race Roller was around the outside of T4 all the way around it. He was never ever tight like Crispy, he was always around the outside.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now I'm just on board with Midzi right now. This train from P2 to P7, sorry, from P3 to P7 has just stayed the way it's been the whole race so far. No one's been able to make a move. It seems like dirty air is really, really bad. But speaking of that, we've got Midzi right now. He's got a really good run on Division. Division made a mistake coming out of the fast right hand, and Division goes deep as well into the hairpin. Gives Midzi a little bit of an opportunity, but he doesn't quite manage to take it. But yeah, Midzi is really looking for a move on Division right now, and he's all over the back of him. He's been on the back of him for quite a few laps now.
You was right. Your
Daily
first one though
Men's
is P2 all the way down to P7. It's because P3 was on the back of P2 at the start, but it seems to be final sector he seems to pull away, but the first 2 sectors he seems to gain on him. So Dodgy having a good featured race at the moment, as Alan has retired. He's actually crashed. He's crashed just before P5, just before T5.
Yeah, you're right. And will that bring out any form of safety car? It doesn't look like it for the moment.
I think he's way off. I think he must be off track. I'm going to just go on board with Darnell, just have a look of whereabouts he is, where the track has actually already disappeared. So there will be no safety car. We'll just assume racing as normal. As Crispy is past Race Roller now, he's got past him in sector 1. So he will be on the hunt now for the top 7 as he works his way up into 8th position. So he's done very well to work his way up there from P19. He's already up 11 positions in the space of 4.5 laps. So yeah, he's doing very well. Your top 8 positions all on the softs.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, once again, Clifford just driving an absolutely brilliant race so far, all the way up into P8 as you mentioned. We've still got Midsley all over the back of division. Yet again, this lap has been all over the back of him. I've been staying on board with him most of the time because he's so close to the car in front, but he just can't get the move done right now.
I think the only way you're going to get the move done is if you can battle enough to bring division out of the and Mitz is in, and Crispy is in the pits. So we've got a couple of early
Dodgy
pits
as well.
A couple of early pitters. Well, I say early, it's probably around about the right time, but they must be going on the hard tyres.
Yeah, and they're definitely going to be looking for that undercut as well, because obviously we've seen just how difficult it's been to overtake this race. So the undercut could prove to be really powerful this race.
Oh, it's Ham
picks up a penalty.
Which Ham, bearing in mind, is your sprint race winner.
Yeah, that is quite a big deal actually, because we know that he has pace, so that could really come back to bite him at the end.
Corey is all over the back of Southerners, but just can't seem to make a move at the moment. I'm just going to keep an eye on him. I'm going to just keep an eye on these front 5 runners who haven't pitted so far. I'm guessing will be due to pit anytime soon. The only problem is it brings you that far back in the grid, it's unbelievable. But then it also brings you in clean air. You know, Crispy's now got clean air, Mitzi's got clean air, Dodgy with clean air. What can they do with that clean air on the hard tyres? That's the only issue now, is can they get enough time to pass the car in front that they was battling, because all of them was very close to the car. Southerners comes off into the pits as well as division, but the other 3 do carry on. So we have a couple of long runners. They must feel comfortable that we've on them soft tyres so far. I'm just going to have a little look at the crowd though.
Absolutely, I think a lot of them feel like they have more pace than they've been able to show so far, if I can actually get my words out, because obviously they've been stuck behind another car the whole time, just not been able to overtake. So I think that Corey feels he's got the pace to make the overcut work right now.
Well, I'm just on board with Dodgy now at the moment, with Southerners and division coming out the pits, and I believe that Dodgy was just behind them, or just behind Southerners at least. He's literally coming down side by side with him. It's not far, and we've also got an overtake, so Mitzi has done the overcut, or is it the undercut, one of the 2, I forgot already, but Mitzi has got past division down into T1, and Dodgy around on the inside, coming on the inside of T4. I think he's got the move done on Southerners. He should do. He'll have a little bit more traction than Southerners at the moment. Yeah, he's got the move done. Really good move there. That is a
beautiful move. That is a beautiful move from Dodgy there, and yeah, we got that on board as well. Really nicely.
So that's 2 moves there. So how many is Chris going to get? Because Crispy was 2 seconds away from division when he come into the pits, and he is within a second of division. So are these top 3 runners, how far back are they going to come, or will they just about keep position? As J. Lee Menzies retired in the pits and also left.
Yeah, you're right. He had a spin as well. I think while those 2 cars were battling there, J. Lee Menzies had a spin in the last sector, and pretty sure he probably lost his front wing as well by the looks of things. So yeah, it's not been a good day at the office for him so far. Well, I'd say so far at all, because there's not much you can do now anymore, obviously. So
UKB's Assassin is in the pits. The other 2 have stayed out. So whereabouts is UKB's Assassin going to come out? UKB's Assassin at the moment needs to be coming out in front of Dodgy, and he has done very comfortably.
Absolutely.
I'm actually shocked
it
how
looks like that
comfortably
overcut. Yeah, same. That overcut actually seems to be really powerful, doesn't it?
But we did miss a move there. Mitzi got past Southerners down into T1.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So Mitzi's actually gained 2 positions within the pit stop. So like early pit stoppers really worked for Mitzi.
Yeah, that is very, very true. But it does seem like the delta between the soft and the hard tyres is absolutely huge, because those worn out soft tyres are definitely faster by the looks of things than new hard tyres. As we've got a yellow flag at turn 1,
It's
there's a spin at
Marsh.
turn 2, and that is Marsh's spun.
I think it's Marsh anyway. Or is it it's Night Ranger, sorry.
Is it? Okay, yeah, Night Ranger, sorry, my bad. But yeah, we've still got Southerner on the back of Mitzi right now. We've got Dodgy just in front of them.
Darnell's in.
Yeah, Darnell's in, and Corey still stays out. So
to be fair, Corey
right
didn't have that bad a pace. He was actually gaining on Darnell through that lap. But I just want to see where he's going to come out, because even though UKB's come out comfortably in front of him, I think he's going to do it again. I think, yeah, it looks like he's going to keep his lead. Yeah, going in very comfortably. Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, it seems like the undercut hasn't really worked, as we've got right now. Dodgy going for a move on the inside of Owen. So much overspeed going down to the start finish, but he goes a little bit deep into turn 1, but still gets position. He's now ahead of Owen Howell.
Crispy needs to get this move done ASAP if he stands a chance of getting Dodgy. He's got the traction on Owen, but the only problem is he's not got the turning circle within this F2 car. It's really, really hard to keep it going. I'd like to see what Crispy and Division are going to do, seeing as the teammates. Is Division going to just let Crispy through to try and attack, or is he going to actually try and go up there with his teammate? We don't know as yet. But this for Mitzi is really punishing him, staying behind Owen Howell. But Owen needs to make, obviously, as you do as a driver, you drive your own race. You don't drive the race for the car behind. So, yeah. But it's punishing Crispy really. But there's Crispy right on the inside. He's locked up though.
Contact. Yeah, there's contact up between him and Owen. And that was a really, really big moment there. There was quite heavy contact, and Owen is lucky to get away without any damage down his front end.
Yeah, well, Corey's in the pits.
That is a really... Yeah, he is in the pits, you're absolutely right, but that was a really aggressive move from Mitzi. I think he had to go for that, he had to send it, because otherwise he was going to lose touch with Dodgy, as Owen Howell spun on the exit of the last chicane. He spun into the pit lane, unfortunately for him, and yeah, once again, it seems like his driver now in
Corey is really damaged himself here, because Corey now is under battle with Mitzi and behind Dodgy, so Corey hasn't worked staying out late, because I think Mitzi will be able to grab him with having the warning tyres already. He's got to try and get these tyres working very, very quick, Corey now. So yeah, it's going to be hard for him to get him working, but I've just noticed, I don't know if you noticed yourself, but Ham got another penalty there, so he's now on 6 seconds of pens.
Right, yeah, I didn't quite see that, so yeah, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, that is not ideal for Ham at all.
I'll be honest, that just shows me really that when he was out in open air, in clean air, it was quite easy for him to race, but as soon as he's come out and he's in dirty air, it just shows you how much it's probably slinging you out wide, make you exceed the track limits, to be fair, because it's not easy when you're in dirty air at all.
Oof, Corey had a massive moment there in sector 3. Really got the rear end out quite badly. But yeah, as you're saying, especially with the lower downforce of the Formula 2 cars, it's really, if you're in dirty air plus the low downforce, it's really easy to make a small mistake that just puts you offline, gets you a warning, and then gets you a penalty. As Czech, speaking of that, gets penalties. So the P3 man now has 6 seconds as well, I believe.
Yeah, so there's 6 seconds for P2 and P3. 3 seconds for P13, which is Mason Gammon, Marsh, and Night Ranger. They've all got 3 seconds themselves.
Yeah, Mason Gammon is the first of the people on the hard tyres to pit, so he's now on soft tyres, and it'll be interesting to see just how quick he can make his way back up the grid.
Yeah, it's going to be hard because he is quite far back. To be fair, there's a massive gap between everybody really, other than the first and second, and then obviously got the train that Division and Crispy are at the back of. But Division and Crispy have changed the position. I don't know if that was a full move or if that was letting his teammate through. I'll be honest, we didn't see that. I was focusing a little bit more on on Corey come out of the pits. But at the moment it's just Dodgy leading the train, and the other's just holding back. It's very, very hard with these F2 cars because you don't have the ERS like the F1 cars do. You can't reserve stuff like, you know, there's no reserving energy, there's no more energy, there's no more horsepower. You just have the car, that's it. You have your own race technique, and if you can't get out of the corner, as it grits, oh, Crispy, wow, that was very, very, very close to Crispy there, ending his race early. He did very well to hold on, and it's going to make division there, make it very easy down into T1. Yeah, division just brings it
yellow
through.
Flag. Yeah, we've also got yellow flags, that's another spin, and I believe that's Night Ranger's.
It is Night Ranger, yes.
But yeah, you were saying obviously the lack of ERS and the fact that literally it's just you in the car. But once again, that it kind of really, really helps to show. You know, it kind of separates the men from the boys. You know, it really, really shows who the proper good drivers are. So I guess that makes them that much more of a challenge.
Yeah, it does, especially obviously, like, you know, you've got last week Chris making it from last place to first. It just shown how much pace he had in that car. You know, and with the runners now, it just shows. Oh, it's wow! Crispy picks up a penalty. That's massive to say right now. That'll bring Crispy back all the way down from P9 to P12. So that's massive. Yeah. The penalty there he's just gone and got. But yeah, without any ERS like the F1 cars do, it really, really does punish these drivers, as in terms of not giving them a little bit more energy and not being able to think what's the other driver kind of doing, because you're always on your guard. What's that driver doing to what am I doing? Where this is just, if I get the DRS, I've got more power, I've got more straight line speed. The only problem is if the car in front has got DRS, does nothing. As Race Roller, is Race Roller going to come out? He is just in front of Crispy, so Race Roller has done a hell of a job to come out right next to Crispy, and he's on fresh, soft tyres, so that is unbelievable to say he was behind him before it.
He's going to vital contention here. This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant from him, and obviously that hard tyre stay was absolutely excellent from him. He's now right behind the people on used hard tyres compared to very, very fresh soft tyres now. Speaking of people on the alternate strategy, Mason Gammon, who was the first person to pick from the hard to the soft, made a really, really nice move, a switchback on Owen Howell through turn 5, a really, really lovely move, which we just about caught on board as well. But yeah, this is now where the people on the soft tyres are really, really going to have to make their moves, and they're going to have to make them count as well.
Yeah, because with so Ham was right on the gearbox of Race Roller before Race Roller come into the pits. It depends on where is Race Roller going to be around where Crispy is again, and can Race Roller put these softs to good use? Can he gain a few positions? Because it'd be very, very profitable for him to do that, as he's now got Division just in front of him. Division has also got the DRS, but again, like I said before, there's no ERS whatsoever. As he does, he gets a really good toe down into T1, he takes the inside line, he makes it look very, very easy, gets it done before the corner. Mason Gammon there in P13 with the fastest lap of a 28.1.
We've got Battle in front as well, we've got Mitzi making a move on Corey. He's going to send up the inside of turn 4, He is going to send it, and it's so close on the left-hand tyre to the right-hand side.
Check again.
And he just makes the move. Yeah, Check's got another penalty. That's now 9 seconds for him, but they're still going side by side. Now Mitzi and Corey, there's contact.
Oh, it's massive contact.
Corey's side pod. Yeah, really, really big contact there, but Mitzi still keeps in. He's got the X on the outside. Leaves a little bit of room on the inside.
Oh,
he has lost it. He's lost it. He's taken Corey out with him, I think.
Completely gone. He's out.
He's completely gone. Yeah, he is, and that is disaster there. The absolute disaster for Mitzi. Does Corey have damage on that? I don't think he does. I think Corey tagged him. I think Mitzi was actually starting to go down and was just tagged a little bit, because obviously he was spinning and so slowed down. Corey just collected him ever so slightly, and that sent him fully round into the wall. But that's absolute disaster for Mitzi.
No damage with Corey.
He is one lucky boy. That was really, really close. But yeah, we've got after that absolute piece of drama there, we've got Race Roller all over the back of Southerner right now, coming out of the last corner, and once again this soft tyre is really coming into good use. He's going to surely make the move into turn 1 here. Southerner without DRS, X-Roller with the DRS. You've got Ham coming out of the pits as well on the right-hand side. So Ham is right behind Race Roller and just behind Southerner as well, I believe. Race Roller makes moving to turn 1 comfortably, but Ham is going to have to
But
really,
look at
really
Ham
get
though.
some
Ham
work
is
here.
up already into P8. That is one hell of a pit stop. One hell of the hard tyres. Has done absolutely amazing to say he's now got 5 laps. Oh, Division's round. Division's round. He's also collected his teammate.
He's got damage.
Teammate. No way.
Oh my god, this
We
is...
have damage on both of the. I think it's Dam's car. If I'm right in saying.
Yeah, it is a damn car. It is a damn
So we
car.
have damage for both of them. The front right end plate is damaged on Mitzi, who is in P10 and 5 seconds away from. And there's a crash, and there is a penalty there for Crispy, but he's 5.1 seconds away from Mason Gammon, who also has a penalty of 6 seconds. He actually has 8 seconds of pens, and that'll be through hitting his teammate, which I'm guessing he'll get taken off him, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, I think it's a joke how the game does that to you. But yeah, that was unbelievable. Wow, I'm actually shocked at what I've just seen, and he's
I know.
completely. I'm actually shocked what I've just seen there from Crispy, to be fair.
Yeah.
As he's just,
Sorry, we also...
yeah, I
we've
think
got,
this might be
Race Roller
Crispy
making a move.
retiring. Yeah, it is. Yeah, for what I've just watched, I'm not surprised he's retiring, to be fair. I think he's a very, very annoyed driver right now, which that'll be Crispy off the top and lead in the championship. I think. Yeah, I do feel sorry for the driver right now, and it's very rare I say I feel sorry for a driver. Same again there with Division. So that is the Dams car out of the race. Both Dams cars retired on the same lap. Lap 15. Very unfortunate there for the Dam cars.
Yeah, it's really not been a fruitful weekend here for Crispy here in Spain, unfortunately, and he does lose the lead of the Drivers' Championship here because of this weekend, because Beast Assassin is currently in 3rd place and he gained points on him earlier as well. As you've got Ham going up the inside of Dodgy at the end of the DRS straight in the middle sector, and he gets the move done. Ham's pulled off a couple of really good moves in this race. We saw one a couple of laps ago as well, which was absolutely brilliant, and he's riding the curve like a skateboard on the left hand side there as well through sector 3. But yeah, Ham is on a mission. He's closed up so much on Race Roller in front as well. Ham really does have pace, and once again in clean air, Ham is just showing what he can do right now. So it's now going to be a bit of a sprint here to see if he can catch up to Race Roller and overtake him. He has got the penalty, but still, I think he'll want to do it for pride more than anything.
Well, at the moment we have Czech, who has not stopped at all on these hard tyres, up in P1. We have Darnell in P2, UK Assassin in P3, Race Roller P4, and Ham in P5. Ham does have 6 seconds, I believe, of pens. Yeah, he does. So he will be going down the grid. But at the moment, with Czech having to pit, we do have Darnell, UK Beast, and Race Roller on the podium, as Corey picks up a penalty down in P8. But yeah, we've had very massive entertainment. We've also got a lot to go on yet still. That was just a big shock there. Both dams going out on one lap. It was. I'll be honest, I'm still struggling to find words for it. But yeah, we still do have a race on our hands with Race Roller still hoping to take that provisional P2 off UK Beast Assassin and put him even further down, as he's actually in the DRS zone now. I believe he's just about nicked DRS, so let's have a look. No, he didn't. He did not get DRS, so he's going to have to keep working. And could he take it on the last lap? This Czech is in the pits. Czech's going to come out down in P9. You've had one.
Oh, Ham spun!
Oh,
Ham
no.
spun! He was running so well. He spun on the curb of turn 2. Ignore my voice break, but he spun on the exit of turn 2. And that is so unfortunate. He was really chasing down Race Roller there, and Race have not. But he's just gone the curb in the wrong way on the inside of turn 2 there, and he sent the car right round. Such an easy mistake to make, and that is absolutely heartbreaking for him. He'd had such a good weekend up until that point as well. the sprint race obviously going so well for him with him taking the win, and his strategy was looking absolutely bang on in this race. But it's all gone down the drain now, unfortunately for him, and that is so disappointing.
Yeah, he's had such a good race weekend. He qualified in P10, which put him on reverse grid pole. Took a pole to the win in the sprint race. Fortunately, there just made that little bit of a mistake, which punished him. It's just so hard to follow. It seems to be in the F2 cars around Spain. We're gonna have to have a look tomorrow night in the Vision 2 race. See what it's like following. Yeah, we'll need to know as he picks up another penalty. That's 9 seconds of pens now for Ham. Can Race Roller get P2? It's way down to he's got this one lap to do it. Can he do it? Wow, he's got so much speed. Yeah, we can get it before T1.
Will Beast Assassin be able to fight back in any way, shape or form? I don't know if he will be able to. No, he seems comfortable for Race. He's up into T2, sorry, P2 even. Beast Assassin is trying it. He's actually got a better run than in through turn 3, but it's not going to be enough to make a move into turn 4, surely. No, it's not. So it seems like Race Roller has got P2 locked and loaded here. And yeah, it seems we've also got a side-by-side moment down at the bottom between Marsh and Owen. Owen actually hits back of Marsh, trying to get the switch back on the exit of the hairpin sector 2, sector 3 even. And yeah, that is Owen unfortunately down in P13 right now. Czech does also take the fastest lap of the race. He's only finishing in P9, but he does take the fastest lap of the race on the last lap there. He pits so late. I think he pit on the end of lap 17. So an extremely late pit stop from him. But yeah, he does make his way back up into P9, but it's only P10 because of penalties now as well. And yeah, that is your top 10. So I'll just run you through them very quickly. So we've got Darnell obviously in P1 with a really dominant performance here. Pole to victory here in the feature race. So great stuff from him. Race Royal in P2 made a strategy work absolutely beautifully, starting on the hards, finishing on the softs with some absolutely brilliant pace and some great moves as well. UK Beast Assassin doing the same strategy as Darnell, finishes in P3, so another solid drive from him, and he takes the lead of the Drivers' Championship so far, with Crispy having a really poor race and DNFing obviously, as we saw. Dodgy takes P4, followed by Southerner in P5. Corey has a better race than he did in the sprint race. He takes P6. They've got Ham, who unfortunately had that spin in P7, and the game has taken away the finishing results for me, so I can't tell you the rest. Typical, isn't it? I mean, yeah, I mean, it can only be Darnell, can't it? He had an absolutely brilliant race the whole time. I mean, pole to victory, and it never looked in doubt, did it? Absolutely never looked in doubt. There's not very much more to say except for the fact that he had a brilliant race and had excellent pace. He wasn't really on the camera, he wasn't really on my screen very much at all, but yeah, he just did a great race. Yeah, let's do it, absolutely. Yeah, sounds good. So who are the I should be able to tell from this. Yeah, so it's Darnell, Race Roller and Ham. Those are our top 3 then. There you go. Sorry, it just took me a second to get my mind in game, because apparently I can't think, but... But yeah, we've got Xhaka in chat as well saying that he will take his driver of the day. So obviously, do you want to do the honours and give Xhaka his driver of the day? But yeah, we've currently... Yeah, I'm just trying to... There is Beast as well, trying to get him in the party as well. Yeah, Ham is now in as well, so the only person that we're missing so far is Beast right now. Also Ham, and we've now got Beast as well. So both of you, Ham and Beast, can you please just make sure you tick your boxes as well? But yeah, so, sorry, how do you want to do this as well? Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, absolutely. If I can speak, sounds good. So, yeah, Ham was our P3 man. So yeah, you had obviously a really, really strong sprint race, and unfortunately the feature race just didn't quite go your way. But do you want to just lead us through the sprint race first and that great victory that you had?
Yeah, I mean, obviously quali wasn't brilliant, P10, but it set me up nicely for the sprint. Led start to finish, even with the safety car. I was a bit annoyed when that came out, obviously, because it cut my gap down, but managed to restart well and then held the gap. Yeah, pace felt good. Like, obviously, I knew I wasn't going to be right over there fighting the top dogs in the feature, but it was nice enough to sort of be there or thereabouts. Obviously, just the penalties cost me. I think, unfortunately, just behind roller for that bit, just the dirty air really was affecting me a bit. And then yeah, the spin at the end, but I don't think that made too much of a difference as to where I finished. But pretty happy with that considering I've not raced F2 for a long time. So yeah, I'm very pleased.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. But you did also pull off some really, really great moves. There was one move in particular in the feature race at the end where you went right round the outside of the hairpin, I believe. Was it the hairpin? I think it was. At the end of the DRS straight, where you pulled off an absolutely brilliant move on the soft tyres. So yeah, how was it to? How did it feel to be able to battle all these guys in such a fair and such a clean way?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, obviously, I know these guys are good racers and clean from racing them before, but yeah, I mean, I think the tyre advantage was big, but also yeah, saw Southerner sort of defend the inside, so I thought I'd try around the outside, and yeah, I think the tyre advantage helped a lot, but clean around the outside, it was pretty nice, yeah. But I mean, always good to race these guys at the front.
Yeah, no, great stuff. And yeah, thank you very much, Ham. And once again, congratulations on P3. I mean, unlucky on the spin at the end, but still, well done today.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Spain, one of my best tracks. Thought I could have had an easy win, but then I just completely shafted the quali lap, so that didn't really help too much. And then sprint race was a bit frustrating, just stuck in the train for the whole race, but just stayed in fourth, and it was alright. And then the feature race, I knew, as soon as I saw pretty much everyone else around me on the soft, I was like, okay, I'll do the alternate strategy and see what happens. And yeah, me and Ham made it work very well. Obviously, I was with a few collisions along the way, and then I was able to get P2 at the end, and yeah, hopefully I can just sort of keep consistent, and then yeah, hopefully just keep going from here. I mean, to be fair, they're very similar, but they do definitely feel a bit different, and I've definitely lost maybe 2 or 3 tenths compared to the last cars, but here's what it is. You know, I'm still up there. I'll get used to them eventually, and yeah. I was disconnected, lads. Fucking sweet.
Oh well, it happens. Well, yeah. If you want, yeah. If you want, I'll continue. But yeah, yeah. Thank you very much, Racewell as well, and yeah, congratulations on that P2. Well done, man.
Cheers.
And finally, we're gonna come on to Darnell as well. So first of all, congratulations. That was just brilliant, wasn't it? Obviously, taking the win in the feature race, but also that pole position. Talk us through that quali lap.
I can't even remember what my lap was. Was it a 0.2 or something? I think in practice I was kind of doing like 26 flats, so I was consistently doing them, which like at other tracks you get a really good time and then you can't really get near it. But I was consistently getting good laps through practice, so I was quite happy with that lap. Yeah, I was happy with that pole. Yeah.
Yeah, no, great stuff, man. And obviously there was a sprint race as well, which was, which went well as well, but obviously not quite as well as the feature race for you. So, just the consistency that you showed, just starting on pole and just going the whole race in first place. I'm pretty sure like. I was saying to Barlow earlier as well, I'm pretty sure the camera was basically never on you because you were just doing your own thing at the front and we just knew you were in first and we knew you had that victory. So how did that feel?
Um, last season in the feature Spanish race, I was leading the race and I bottled it from making a mistake in the exit of turn two. So that was actually in my head throughout the race, but I was trying to not think about it too much. Obviously, in the sprint, I spun at that exact same corner that I lost the lead from last season, but that was a little bit different. It was kind of safety car restart, and the pack was quite close together. But yeah, the race just. I don't know. It's probably the most complete race I've ever done. Really,
Yeah.
just didn't really make any mistakes on any lap of that feature at all. I kind of just kept on gapping beast and yeah, just didn't. I don't really have anything else to say about that feature race. It was just good.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think you put it perfectly. It was such a complete drive. So yeah, congratulations and well done on taking the most points throughout the whole weekend as well.
Yeah, cheers. Congrats on the other guys for their podiums as well.
But yeah, and so Barlow, do you want to take the reins for Beast or shall I do it? Yeah, no.
Um, yeah, I mean, they are physically exactly the same as the previous cars, so I'm not sure where the sort of slight change in paces come from, but I'm definitely finding it maybe a lot better. But yeah, I think it's the first time I've led a championship since F1's season 4, so it's been a while. That's how it feels. Yeah, it feels good. But obviously, long season ahead, so it's still anyone's. Oh, he's gone
He's
again.
he's gone again.
Oh well.
But yeah, Crispy getting P8 obviously helps me and Joe and Roller, but yeah, the gap to Crispy may be big, but the gap to Joe has shrunk. So
Oh, he's back. He's back.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, hello, Barlow.
he's back.
He answered your
Yeah,
question.
that's right. Tell you what, good thing that didn't happen during the race. Nice.
But
But
finish.
yeah, anyways, yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, congratulations for me as well, Beast. I mean, yeah, obviously it's only been 3 rounds in, but you know, it's the best way possible to start a championship. So congratulations, man, and well done.
Cheers, and well done for the top 3 today.
Fowler's gone
But
again.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I might just finish this off here. Unfortunately, yeah, as you can probably tell on stream, Barlow has once again disconnected for a 3rd time, so his sister is definitely not letting him do the stream. But still, I'm sure that he says thanks to you guys who have been watching. I say thank you to all of you who have been watching today as well and who have tuned in at any point during the stream. This has been SLR Formula 2 Season 5 at the Spanish Grand Prix, and thank you very much all for watching.
Gosh.